Let's go.
It's a good day for it, man.
Getting shot, blood.
It's a good day for it still.
All right. Hopefully the YouTube algo hasn't picked us up yet.
Yeah. Hopefully we
are good.
Don't get clipped. Get our wings clipped.
Mandem podcast episode 253. 253.
Yeah, 253. Paying attention. I guess if people are paying attention as well, they notice Les is off again. Cashing in on the annual leave.
Yeah, might be some disciplinaries when he gets back. To be fair, been missing a few.
Yeah, he's abroad enjoying life. And we've got Sharif.
Come on.
Not a bad replacement.
I've seen it. You lot thought, we've lost one dog.
Just get another big black guy. Yeah. You tick the boxes, man.
Come on, fam.
But yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back, brother.
How we all been? Had a good week. Hasn't been 40 degrees.
No, it has not.
It's been a bit more bearable.
Yeah, I can deal with this temperature.
Has it been rain even? I think I had to pull some washing in one of these days.
Because of rain?
Yeah.
I feel it's been rain. I ain't seen it.
I think
I was inside.
last Saturday it rained. For a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember pulling some washing.
Those seconds.
After that, I think it was fine. And obviously, I've been on holiday, so I wouldn't even.
Oh yeah, you've been away, innit?
Yeah. Been living well, man. How was the holiday? Where did you go? Recommendations?
So I went to Portugal, Algarve. Went to a place called Cavaro.
Okay.
Nice. Done so many things, like perfect. Did all the holding hands, all of that. Everything
hands were held.
Yeah. Mr. PDA himself.
I think that as far as like couple holidays go, vacations. So I was saying to you, Rich, couldn't have been better.
Wow.
Like done so much. We actually spent so much as well. But
of course,
being that it was, I guess probably the big holiday that we're gonna do this year, it was fine. I'd say the only thing.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say this is it's slightly a negative, but like I didn't let it obviously dampen my trip. I had like the black experience.
Oh, okay.
So
which you can't ever get away from.
Yeah. So like obviously like
you thought you were on holiday, so they take some time off.
I just felt like it's very strange. Like so Portugal and the place that I was is very multicultural.
Yeah, because to my knowledge, there's a lot of black people in Portugal.
Yeah, very accepting.
They have a past as well. Yeah.
No issues. But like I did notice that, and this isn't a brag, obviously. I've got muscles, so cool.
As you do.
But
I've got
everyone was watching me. Like every time I look up, someone is looking at me. Like someone's checking, like looking at my face, looking at my arm, like looking at Eleanor, looking at me, like. And you get that, just being in a place where there's an interracial couple or whatever. But bro, this was a lot, man.
Okay.
So you felt away about it?
I didn't feel away, but I noticed it. Like first few days, didn't really notice it. After a while, I was like, "Right, like people are still."
Yeah, have I done something wrong?
Yeah.
Are you like in these situations? Are you topless?
No. So initially, when I first clocked it, I thought, okay, on this occasion, I'm topless.
They're just appreciating my thing.
It's kind of
New
strange.
James Bond and that.
Yeah, you see a man walking down, he's got muscles and that. You might look up and say, "Oh, right, like
Well done.
this is out of the
Yeah,
ordinary."
you do it bare.
No.
I've been around you and seen you see next man.
Oh
and
yeah,
you'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm like, yeah, he's strong. I'm
He'll
like,
make
strong.
he'll make a mad sound. You'll be like, yeah.
Do you know why? Because I appreciate those things.
You know,
It's just like
it's
when
hard work,
When I
innit? I
see
get it.
people running on the street, I always point it out to Eleanor. I'm like, yes, man, let's go.
They're getting it.
Yeah. But like, come on, man. Like bare times, I was fully clothed. You don't even know what.
Just
I've got
leave me alone now.
What are you freeing me for? What is it that you want?
That's nuts.
It's
bro.
techie, man. It's like, I believe you. But at the same time, do you know? And this is the hardest thing when it comes to like a lot of, you could say, I wouldn't even say it's a microaggression, but like the lot of like the grey area kind of. Yeah, that you can't, it's so difficult to point out. They might have just been rating you, fam.
Yeah, I said,
I feel like
it's not necessarily a negative.
In situations like that I've been in, if I'm in a good mood, like I know I've got a fresh trim.
Yeah, you're cool.
Retwist was bad. All of that. I'm thinking, these lot rate me.
Yeah.
Whereas it might not even be that, but that's my interpretation of it.
No, but also, I guess my interpretation was that they did rate me. That they saw like 6'1", like I'm big, like dark skin, like I was wearing my good t-shirt, my crepes were nice. Like,
yeah. Everything was in
But
order.
Boxes were ticked.
Come on, man. Like,
It's a bit
let me
heavy.
just do
Yeah,
my
it's
holiday.
a lot, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
Like,
that's
soon
so
there'll be
mad.
cameras on that. It's strange.
It's mad because for it to go past like one glimpse or a glare to like it being a constant thing, and for Sharif to even mention it, you're kind of like,
do you think
that's a lot, man.
I think there may have been, and this is almost an excuse for them. I think if I see you in a same hotel, nice hotel, blah blah blah, you mentioned, give it a bit of context, that there were a lot of footballers. There was a footballer staying in this hotel. I wouldn't have been surprised if you were mistaken for an athlete.
No, of course. Which is why I say to you, I don't necessarily take it as an insult.
But you did feel a way about it.
Like this guy must do something because he looks athletic, sort of thing. Fine, but I just feel like there was a lot of it.
I think if you were a star, it's easier.
Yeah,
because you know you kind of
You're just like, bro,
you're not used to.
I got work on Monday. Like, I'll go back to my desk.
It's interesting, man. Because also part of the black experience is, you know, you go to places where you're the minority, where we're usually in a minority, and you see another black brother, and you instantly say, give him the nod. You're safe.
Man. What is that? What does that nod mean?
Oh, hey, Dan, I want to write like a short documentary on this.
Nah, it's like an acknowledgement that I'm experiencing what you're experiencing. Right now.
You're not alone.
But if it goes down, it's me and you, bro.
Yeah. It's us two.
I think I said this off mic, Dan, and we might get deep in it, but we're here to talk, innit? That nod. Well, not even the nod, just blackness in general. We were kind of debating like, what is it or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And I think overall, it is the perceived understanding of struggle, or that you've struggled. And we both see that in the same way that you do, but on a different level with the gym man. I see the hard work that you put in, bro.
Some solidarity.
I respect it. So at the very least, I'm a bow my head. Out of respect. And I think that's what it is, because I was saying this to Dan and Les before last poddy.
Yeah.
When I've gone to like parts of Asia where I guess a lot of people are quite dark skinned, they see me, man will tap me up and be like, "No, bro. Me and you, same. Like, we'll put our arms together, like, and our complexions aren't the same, innit? But man think we're the same because we know what it's ultimately like to not be white. Or I'm not even gonna say white, I'm gonna say the in thing. For lack of a better term. But typically that is white in most places. And I think that's sad, you know.
That is
when you actually deep
it's not a celebration of the
it's I love it when I like blood.
The good things that come with it.
I love that. Like I see man
struggle.
Bro, do you ever do the nod and a man has a nod back?
Bro, no, I do.
Bro,
you know what I do?
Rip his head off.
I do the look first.
You catch his eye.
And then
are
we together? And then but then sometimes I look and then you get the look away or the like nothing, and I'm just like, I walk.
You're like, right, you're not
2 seconds after,
you fucker. Like I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
And then, as we say, like blackness isn't a thing. Is a thing. So why should I be upset that this other human who I don't know
isn't?
We're not. We don't know each other. Why should he nod at me?
I feel like you have to partake.
You have to, man. Obviously, so going to uni in Essex, in Colchester. Bro, when I used to go to like the city centre, if I see like a random black youth, he'll always nod, man, always help me. Because it's like, yeah, man, like we have to look after each other. I see a black youth in Portugal who looked like he was from the road. So
a Portuguese.
He could have looked at me and thought, he looked English. He could have looked at me and thought, well, you know, you could be one of my pagans from ends. Bro, he nodded, fam. Because even if I'm his pagan in ends.
We're on holiday, man.
Whilst we're out here, bro, you get me.
We spent some good money to be out here to do these jet skis and
like the
paragliding and
the nod is it's like, for me it's essential. Like if you don't, I'm looking at you mad different. Like
it's crazy. It's a mad thing. And when I don't get it, I'm like,
I'm infuriated.
Like, trust me, like
who raised you?
What's going on? Like what are you doing?
Then we have to understand again. You're free to do what you want.
Yeah, but. You know, it is what it is. You've been judged.
You say
you've been judged. When I was in
your card is marked.
Tenerife, Tenerife and Cyprus. When I was in Tenerife, there were a lot less black people. Okay. In Cyprus, there were considerably more black people than I expected.
Oh,
so I've seen like
that's surprised to me as well.
I've seen a couple, man. I've seen one Yaldum kind of looking brother. We started chatting like instantly, like brought the call, like go on, you good, and just kept it moving.
There you go.
There was next man, but then this is the thing with the nod, because the nod we don't do in England unless we're rural.
I do it, you know,
all the time,
fam. Like when I'm in ends when I'm on the walk, all the time.
Yeah, that's our respect.
I feel like
I pre you for time.
I feel like
the
reason I mention it is because there was considerably more black people than I expected in Cyprus, and I'm like, blood, I can't keep this up. It's like there's too much going
Churchill
on.
Dog.
Yeah. So I feel like it's interesting you say you do it in ends. I feel like I'll do it in maybe certain areas. When I was up in Lincoln or whatever, man, have to catch it.
Yeah.
Like you're getting it.
I need the numbers.
I've been to Lincoln, fam.
You've been up there, innit?
The numbers.
You have to get it. But I feel like it's kind of mad. Like over a certain, if there's too many black people around me, it's like, this is redundant now. What's the point?
What are you saying
Like,
in Brixton?
You're not the minority.
in Brixton, what are you doing, bro? I'm not making eye contact. Yeah, to be fair.
Just keep my head down from the station. No, I do it a lot, man. I think it's an age thing as well. Because I see my dad used to do it.
To big man, big man always get it. Yeah. I do it in the workplace. I tried to,
and I feel like we're crossing over into those ages where
middle-aged man.
Yeah, I don't want to say it, but we're getting there, man. So if you see me out and about, man, just make sure you nod, man.
Don't stare, nod.
Stare, then nod.
Okay.
The setting obviously also like plays a part. So like if you go for like a morning walk, you're in the park and you see like a black man walk past, you might nod, innit?
160%.
If you're in Enfield Town, you probably wouldn't nod.
Do you think? Because I'll mention it on mic. I think it's pretty much still the deal. Moving into a new place in a whiter area.
You're
shortly.
definitely doing it.
Went for a walk, pre the area a bit more. See what people are like, etc. Walking through the park. Quite early morning. Everyone saying morning to me.
Bro, I get it. And
I'm like, this is bare decent.
Yeah.
Spooky, innit?
But one of the things I've said to myself is, are these people like super friendly? Or I'm in a park. It's just walkers. I think walkers say morning to each other, right?
Like runners. So the other day I was running, some guy and his missus were running on the other side of the road.
Hell man up. Yeah, I do that all the time.
Like he put the hand.
Mutual respect, man.
I give man get this at the very least, and more time I say let's go. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
it's good. But yeah, there's like bare things to consider as well. In that new area, I'm like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be calm, but also
you're gonna adopt it the morning thing.
I'm with the morning thing. Like for me, it was more of a habit I kind of picked up in the pandemic. You not think like people got friendlier in the pandemic? Running for sure.
Okay.
But walking also.
The walking outside.
Walking around. I mean, in the morning.
It was a shared experience again.
Yeah. Like, I haven't seen people outside of my household for a little bit. I'm going to see you. I'm going to say good morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of one of the things I like about being on the continent as well. I think they're just more with that. Like, you come into a place, a shop or whatever, you got to say good morning to man. But yeah,
good manners, man. Good manners.
I'm interested to see.
Again, like what you lot said with the PDAs and stuff, you don't lose anything. It don't cost much. Only good can come from it.
Just winning.
Even if man don't say morning back as well, I'm like more for you in that situation. That's probably how I feel about the nod as well.
And people can't. You're not leaving a bad impact. Like they'll probably in time be like, that's a good.
Why wouldn't?
Maybe I was the weirdo. But that's crazy. That was your experience. But away from that, Dibs.
Away from that, very, very good trip.
Superb.
Everything went smoothly. Like hotels, got transfer there, transfer back, all good. Quite
any chaos at the airports?
Yes,
not really. So on the way there, there was a little bit of delay. So Eleanor's case got held, so she was a little bit panicky.
Did you have to get it earlier and stuff? Extra early?
Nah. So we got there with like maybe 2 hours to go. Just did that. It was actually very busy initially when we got there. Like mad amount of people.
This is UK side.
Being half term. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. School's out.
But yeah, other than that, all good, man. We park in the Stansted Airport. So good, man. Like it just makes the journey so much better.
You do that in advance. I did it like on the day once.
No. We paid in advance. £70 or something like that.
It's so good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what you pay on taxis, isn't it?
Yeah, drive there 30 minutes. Easy.
Yeah, Stanford's so blessed.
Easy.
It's actually calm.
So yeah, all round good. I'd recommend going there if anyone's looking for a place to go in the summer. Doesn't have to be expensive. Great people, great food.
You just chose to do that expensive.
Yeah, so we didn't. Like our intention wasn't to do it in an expensive way, but we kept on picking up activities. So like we did day brunch. We did a beach party, like an ocean beach. Yeah. We did food with live music. We did some of the most like recommended restaurants, cold Nepalese and Asian restaurant that we went to.
Man.
Anyway, we did like a water park.
Did you say Nepal?
Yeah.
Okay, as opposed to Napoli.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nepal, yeah. We did like e-bike tour. We did boat tour. We did walkover, like everything, man. So
sounds like you had a proper vacation.
I don't know if you know, Rich, but Sharif is a man who says that he can't go on a holiday and just lie down.
Read a book for 7 hours.
Let me ask you before.
Sun up to sun down.
What
bro.
what camp do you think I'm in?
I feel like you're probably on the fence. You might be Switzerland a bit. But for the most part, I think you are slow pace, gradual erosion. You're like you're just a slow, methodical man. So I think you're like me, and you don't mind sitting there, people watching, getting up, jump in the pool, get back out, ice lolly, jump in, omelette, jump back out, book, podcast, and then go out for dinner in the evening. I think you're one of them, man.
I'm both.
Okay.
To be honest,
you
I'm both.
I was about to rub you out.
I'm both. I have to. I guess it's like I've done the extreme kind of travel. Like we are traveling thing.
Backpacking that.
Backpack
Bag with the bladder.
back with the bladder. I've been in some sitches, but
Yeah.
one thing after doing that a few times, you realize is, man's been away for 6 weeks.
I've worked.
But I'm not relaxed.
Yeah.
I've seen bare things and all that. I'm not relaxed. What am I doing here?
I'm on edge, bro.
Like this isn't what
living
I
out of
come
a
for.
bag.
Like you have certain moments where it's super chill, but I'm with the balance now. So when I've done like the more traveling stuff, I'll do the traveling stuff, and then a week, 10 days at the end, we are doing jack shit. So if you're going for a week or so, I think scheduling, I'd say at a maximum, no more than 4 activities. 4 might be pushing it. I think 3 is probably ideal. And yeah, chill, see things, chill, and just like have your days on, days off kind of thing. Because the worst thing is you don't want to come back tired.
Yeah, I'm not a man who likes order. So like things being regimented when I go on holiday is crazy to me.
That feels like work.
I live within a horrible framework that we should all break free from. So yeah, when I'm on holiday, I just want like free flow, man.
No schedule. Nothing like calendars.
No, but like
nothing
we didn't
excursions make me mad. Like
ours was all day before. What should we do tomorrow? Oh,
yeah, no, that's
you were
every
improvising,
day, every
going
day.
with the energies.
Yeah,
more of a laissez-faire approach. Yeah, that's my thing, man. I can't, and I can't. What I hate, on holiday, is hearing like a whiny voice.
We've got to get breakfast now.
We're gonna miss this.
I hate that we're gonna miss. Oh my god!
Like
you go, then you go.
I'll let the coach go, because if I just go down these stairs here, I'll just be at the pool.
Yeah,
in the sun. So don't shout at me on holiday, man. Please.
I think my perspective of a holiday is slightly different to most people also. So I think most people are like, yeah, I'm going on a holiday, gonna relaxation. I'm not going on holiday to relax. I'll be honest,
bro.
I'm actually going on holiday.
When are you ever going to relax in your life?
You need to relax.
I'm going on holiday to experience. That is
the
reality. Like, I want to experience the food. I want to experience the adventures.
No, for sure. You have
the
to
caves, the beaches, the clubs. This is what I want to see what you guys have that we don't have.
But you don't want to relax.
Honestly, if I want to relax, I'll sit in my garden for 7 hours and read a book.
You're a busybody. You're actually
they got ants in their
bro.
pants,
Come on, man. We're doing experience. This cost me bare peas, and you want me to sit and
that's
do
the experience, though.
No, it's not, man.
Be still like water sometimes.
Because in which case,
man.
it doesn't matter where you go, because you can go to any beach in the world, which
I
will be
do
very
hear
similar,
you on
and
that.
sit and do nothing.
And this is why I feel like you have to leave your hotel. You have to do some stuff.
Yes, bro.
It's like when man would say, "Oh yeah, man, I went Ocherius. I was in the sandals."
Man need to
bro,
stop.
You went sandals.
Stop resort shaming.
No,
man.
Right.
Man want you to go to some mad place so you can just tell them like, I
stayed in a
downtown Ochi.
and the lights went out and there was no electric.
Bro, you got the full experience.
Flying across the Atlantic.
What? So you're not on that?
No, I'll go Buck family. Or they could come to my hotel and see me. But like this whole thing about like, no, you stayed in your... Of course I stayed in my hotel, bro. I paid like $7 grand, bro.
No.
Like, I don't know.
But no, yeah, okay,
like Moon Palace, bro.
If it's a high-end hotel...
Watch my auntie cook.
Then, all right, maybe. Because, that's an experience in itself. But come on, man. If you're staying in these common hotels with us common people...
Bro, no, you have to get out. Like,
I go to the town and buy the Skittles, man. You've been with me. I went and got the hair. I got a haircut.
You picked up some KFC. We got a pattern.
Yeah, man.
You actually got a trim, innit?
Come on, man. I got a trim. That's real authentic.
Yeah, getting a trim is definitely like a sign that you've taken in the culture.
But yeah, resort shaming is bare funny, man. Like,
it's not resort shaming,
You didn't leave your hotel,
but
brother.
I rate that you like the hotel. I'm not saying anything.
Got all like 8 restaurants.
But did you really go to the country?
Trust me.
But then what you just go to like an excursion? Is that like, you go to Blue Lagoon? Like, is that the country? Like,
debatable.
Yeah,
debatable. But you just have to get into the real world. Like, this is how I feel. Like you're in a fence. You're in a walled garden. Go into the
yeah, for the most part, if you go to the town, you're still like you're buying trinkets and shit, like
souvenirs.
Yeah, you're still in a fenced.
You are, but I guess the idea is to, like, for example, you go to.
Man, want you to experience.
You got to be in the wild.
Yeah, you go to America, you want to get on like their underground or whatever it's called.
Yeah, get on the subway.
Those are different. City breaks are different.
All of those things, take it in. Like, go to the most popular markets. You know,
yeah.
Some places they do like famous fresh food market, fresh fish.
Like in Barcelona, the little food market.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that was lit.
Yeah, bare colours and fruit and that. I'm on all that.
I need to see things. That's my my one thing. Even when we went in Vegas, and this was before Vegas, I was like
Grand Canyon, bro. We're on like a boys' holiday.
I know.
What the fuck?
My thing, after going to a few places, I'm like, I can do the party thing, but what really gets me up.
It really gets the blood flowing.
What really gets me up is the variety of activities.
Yes, man. Come on.
Like,
speaking my language.
I need to do a few. I need to do a few different things. And obviously Vegas, you kind of come with a purpose. But even when Vegas, like man almost let a fight night in Vegas with one of the biggest stars in boxing slip by us.
Yeah,
that was mad for me.
And even that, we turned up like 40 minutes to go.
Yeah, just about. We didn't even really catch any undercards. But
fucked up.
Like for me, I need the variety of experience more than anything. Like because we were supposed to go shooting all of that in Vegas. It never happened because everyone was tired, understandably. But yeah, give me the variety. Maybe more so than even being out in the wild. I just need the variety. I don't just want to lie down. If I'm doing that, I'm just go
simple
spot.
Soul, man. Very simple soul. I think that's what it is. I don't need much.
No, you're actually like obviously going to relax. We're
trying to finish this book, man. This Malcolm Gladwell, bro.
I have done those ones as well, though. Where I've like when I went Morocco, we booked where was it? Not Agadir. I've been Agadir. I've been Marrakesh. La Roche. Remote.
He's digging deep into his travel
bag. You got to say it with French accent. I can't say it. But I went out there where there wasn't much around. It was a golf hotel. Like it was bed. I remember playing golf.
Nice.
So that one, chill. Like I'm waiting for food, waiting for dinner, and that was what I needed. So there's definitely a need for it.
There's a time for it. Yeah.
But variety is spice of life, boys.
Oh, come on, man. I'll just plan a weekend if I need to relax, and I'll just take days off gym and that.
I'm not sure, man.
No days off gym. That's one thing. You gotta get that gym going, fam.
No, maybe he does because when he goes, they won't look at him. If he takes days off,
trust me.
They'll stop staring, fam.
How's you lot's week then?
It's worse than yours, man. Worse than yours.
We're talking fatherhood.
No holiday. Fatherhood's fine. Fatherhooding. Things are just continuing to get in the right direction. Sharif bumped into him yesterday.
On the roads?
No, it was.
You went. It was in a bit.
Link up. Yeah. It was good. He's growing well.
Is it as big as my torso?
He's a big youth.
It's a big.
He's
big
a
lump.
big fella.
But yeah, man, fatherhood is fine. Haven't been any bumps in the road this week, but there's always next week.
Yeah.
So yeah, watch this space. But no, apart from that, it's been decent. Just looking forward to my own holiday. Got 2 coming up. One's a boys' holiday, which seems like a thing of the past. Might be too old for that.
Forever and a day.
I'll never be too old.
I've
for
heard that it's serious in the group. I've heard that people are getting in the protein shakes and their updates. All of it.
There's misinformation. People are pretending like they're not training. People are pretending like they're not eating well. People are pretending like they're not gonna bring bare drip. Like
crazy. A lot of downplaying.
Surprise factor. When they get there.
This is why I probably need a new set of friends because friends shouldn't really.
We should be open and honest.
Yeah. But with our friendship group, we try to like set each other up. But no, that's what's on the horizon. So looking forward to that. Work's been fine. Work's been good actually. Done a few positive things.
And big deals.
Yeah.
Come on.
For some big clients, which is good. So yeah, man, things are good. I've had worse weeks. So I would put it, Rich. Yours?
Mine's been up and down. I was saying to you before we start recording. First, like half of the week, if you like, bro, I was like, this is all too much, bro. We had a week of like super hot weather. Man ain't sleeping right. I've got bare things on the brain. I'm working bare, like starting fairly early, finishing fairly late. I was like, I'm kind of done with this, man. But then Wednesday,
this life.
I was like, it's all a bit much. This ain't it. It's probably the best way to put it. And then had a day off on Wednesday. Everything, man.
Perspective.
Like everything, bro. Like it just a day. I had things to do still. It wasn't like a day of nothing. But I just came back renewed, fam. I just came back.
Found your purpose, yeah?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But I
Did
just came
the
back fresh.
fog cleared?
Yeah, the fog. And just it was just a break, innit? It's like I needed just a little bit of time to just get my mind right. And
Yeah. It's like Dan was saying though, when things aren't like regimented and like there's bare structure, you do feel like, I guess, a weight's been lifted off your
I feel
shoulders.
like that is what life is, isn't it? Yeah, I want to just be able to just
maneuver.
Just,
go.
Well, apparently,
go
that's what it's like being your own boss, isn't it? That's what I hear.
Actualization.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't
top
know.
of the top of that pyramid, innit? Of was it the hierarchy of needs?
Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
One day, man.
Where do you think you are? You are
just about? Was it security? The first one, shelter. Something like that. That's debatable as well. So yeah, we're just about there. But yeah, that's good, man. That you had the time off to.
Yeah,
to
all in
reflect,
all,
man.
like better ending to the week than the start for sure.
Decent, man. Decent. What were the biggest news stories this week that we want to touch on?
I think let's speak on this one first. If anybody, I feel like bare music has this in. There's a war going on outside. I feel like bare tunes I've heard, bare rap songs and hip hop and stuff like that. There's a war going on outside, and every now and again I got to remind myself there's a war going on, like semi-local.
Yeah.
Semi-local. And in odd, the world is weirder than you think, or life is stranger than fiction. We had the Ukrainian president and first lady pose in Vogue during wartime.
For everyone else, it seemed quite strange, and I saw that. I don't use Twitter like that, but I was told that there was quite a bit of uproar on Twitter. But actually, it's quite common. Like historically, this is what leaders do. They take pictures in times of war.
I've seen some black and white photos.
Yeah, it's to encourage the country, to let them know that we're still standing, we're still behind you. Like it's all propaganda,
PR as well, isn't it?
Of course. Like you put on a strong face. We're still here and good and and behind you.
So fair.
So it's not that crazy. The fact that it's Vogue just means that they happen to get a great sort of outlet to to push their story.
For me, that was like the strangest part. If it's during wartime, I imagine Time magazine. Their purpose is to capture moments in time,
chronicle,
and that's going to be it's a history book they're effectively writing. I understand that move and like those type of journalistic outlets approaching you and thinking this makes sense. Vogue is so bizarre to me.
Some fashion
that's
like, some of the things looked like
it's
it looked like a scene, a set. From a film.
Yeah,
like,
it's
who organized this?
It's so weird to me, man.
And there's makeup,
there's hair and makeup.
People are credited.
Part of it, man. It's images of strength. Like you can't look robbed in your images of strength.
No, strength. Yeah, roll up the sleeves.
Yeah. Look like
oil and grease
in
and all that.
I want to
see factory. Like
yeah.
And I'm sure that there are images out there of similar things.
I want to see like phone pictures. Like
there's a classic where the woman's like.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
That's when I think that was to do with when men were at war and women were running the country.
Yeah. That like a 2022 version of that would suffice.
But I think in some respects,
big
this is
overcoat
the
and that.
the 2022 version.
This is
like
the
you
what?
know the 2022 version.
Maybe.
Of that, you think?
Woman, you know, in like putting on her
Powerful
like looking,
overcoat.
yeah, like strong dress. I think was it red?
I
saw
don't
a
know.
few,
No,
and
the
I'm
one
sure there
that
was
killed
different
me
outfits.
was
Like-
like where, because I thought it was just her.
Oh no, yeah,
But
But then I
yeah,
see
yeah.
them two doing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
PDA
yeah.
thing.
Like-
Bro, you got stuff to sort.
It looks like a
man.
maternity kind of shoot, innit?
Yeah,
I'm like, what's going on? Like,
that you
people
get from
are
your local
dying.
Harrods.
But it's
What
like
we
our
doing?
house is strong. Like,
I understand the optics of it,
yeah,
and I understand if that gets released
but
on
it's all optics.
Ukraine state media or whatever, their
That ain't
version of the
helping
BBC.
them man, fam, in Kiev.
It's not, but I
Of course
understand
not,
it.
but-
But Vogue, it just seems like it's for the rest of the world,
Yeah,
and it seems like it's kind of self-fulfilling. Like, this is good for me. This is a good look.
Because
for
what they were
us.
both
Absolutely.
comedians
Absolutely.
and actors.
I believe he was a comedian, right? Yeah,
I
when
think
he
she might have been as well.
I didn't know what she did. Yeah, it's actually mad. Yeah, he was a comedian. He ran in like 2014 or
It's a
something.
profile
Yeah.
thing.
Comedian, that's mad.
weird, man.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, optics is also good for the world, for the outside Ukraine.
Yeah, and I guess maybe once this all ends, this horrible saga for them, or purported horrible saga, because the pictures look calm.
Not from my angle. Like working in news.
Oh yeah, no, for them.
Oh, for them. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe this is just like the long term play. Like once the dust blows over and they surrender, like could we go to New York and jump on all the late night shows and
ain't
or
that
join
mad?
the UN? Like
That's so mad for me, but
Maybe.
bro,
I
taking
don't
doing a Vogue shoot for me is crazy. So anything's possible at that point.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you guys that Vogue maybe shouldn't have been like the go-to outlet to use, and it might just be that Vogue actually contacted them and they thought, you know, this is an opportunity. No one's offered us this at the moment, so maybe we'll go with it. But like, just you know, being a former historian, let's call myself.
Go man.
Yeah.
go on.
Like you see, like this is how people navigate history. Like when it's like you were saying, when it's all said and done, they'll go back and they'll tell, you know, the history books were right. Well, actually, you know, you had an image of Ukraine suffering, but you know, at this time we were in a position of power, and you know, this was a moment where actually we, you know,
It's a turning point.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we enforced our dominance and we did this and we did that, and bro, this is what you have to do. That's the reality. It's
With
what
the
you have
Dyson air wrapped curly hair, like it's
Come on.
crazy, bro.
It will be interesting. To
But
look
we
back
are
on
in
it.
strangest times, man.
The strangest.
Yeah.
The strangest.
and it's
of
also
times.
the times that we're in are very different to, you know, the previous things that we've
Yeah,
seen.
and you make a good point about that. This could be the 2022 version, just like feminist power. Got the powerful overcoat. There's an actress, and I'm not good with actresses, but I think her name's Gillian. X Factor, X Factor, not X Factor. X Files. Her name's Gillian Anderson. I think her name is.
I think I know. Who you're
It was giving those vibes.
Oh, just that
Like young,
that was
like-
the look inspiration kind of.
Borderline, like passing into MILF territory,
Hey.
like middle-aged housewife. Like what? Oh, it was all just. I was just like, this is mad. But this whole thing has been bonkers.
So I only saw it in passing, but was there any like text that went with it?
I imagine there
think,
would have
yeah,
been.
there's
Yeah,
like
there
a
would have
whole-
been.
it's
Anybody
an
read
article.
Nah,
Of course not. This is 2020.
come on, man.
See, this
That's
is
right.
the other
Headlines,
thing,
man.
like, take it in,
Headlines.
like
I just want headlines, man.
like-
No, I literally don't want to hear.
no,
what
we need
they're
to
gonna
know.
say.
We need to know what was being said because
I think-
it will contextualize everything.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think though, if I look at it from a slightly different perspective, that this is their way of getting mass media to remember
It's
there's
still
a
happening.
war going on outside.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people have forgotten. It's not really in the news cycle like that anymore.
Definitely falling
Yeah.
away, but people are still getting killed. Those crimes are criming. Those war crimes.
How long's it been now? Like 2 months, 3 months?
Since February, late February. I remember. I think I just got to Cyprus.
Late
And I was
February.
thinking, how
what?
close am I?
Well, when I went to Budapest and was like, I'm quite close. Yeah. But yeah, love and light to all involved, man. Is what I say. And I won't be buying Vogue.
Yeah,
I won't be buying.
I'm not supporting it.
That was.
I've never supported it.
It's a strange one. But yeah, love and light, man, as they say.
Somebody else actually had a press release, if you like. I was working at ITV yesterday, and they managed to get it. It came out quite late in the working day, but they managed to get it into the evening news cycle, and that was Will Smith.
Yeah, I saw that late yesterday, and I thought I think when I saw it, it came out late because it should have been in every WhatsApp group. That
Yes, yeah.
Because usually sometimes the story is posted in multiple groups, but you don't know which one to have the conversation.
Yeah. Like who's gonna have the
But
best chat?
I was gonna be the first to post it, but I was late, so I just left it. But I liked it, man.
I haven't actually. I saw,
it.
as with news, they clip up everything. So fuck, the camera's cut. Give me 2 seconds. I saw it late, and the news obviously truncate everything because they can't show the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
I don't know the
caught it
story.
late.
What is it? What happened?
It is an apology piece to camera, to not just Chris Rock, but to
The
us as
Academy?
fans.
To the Academy, as in the Oscars.
He apologizes to Chris Rock's mom.
Yeah, I haven't. As I said, as I was saying, I haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen snippets of it.
Apologizes to Chris Rock's brother. He says that relationship's done, and
he's upset about that.
Yeah, he's pissed about
He
it.
hopes they can, when Chris is ready, I believe he says.
Said he reached out to him, and Chris Rock said he's not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whenever Chris is ready, they're happy to
Didn't he
sort
already
it out.
apologize though?
No.
Oh, I thought he did.
And he talks about Jada.
Oh,
Jada
I don't know what he says there.
Jada didn't play a part in it, in terms of her giving him the green light.
Yeah.
His mind was made up.
Yeah.
Do we buy that?
I kind of.
Have you finished the Will Smith book?
Yeah, finished it.
Okay. And where you at?
He's one of the goats. One of the
Okay.
goats. He's back in my good books.
And then
I didn't
because
have
you
to
were
read the
the
book
slap
to
happened
say
while you
that.
were reading
Slap happened whilst I was reading.
it.
Yeah.
Did the slap change anything?
No, not really.
Just probably added greater context, I imagine. Innit? Yeah.
And reading his story from before kind of explains why he reacted like that. He reiterates that he has a fear of letting people down.
He says this in the
Speaks that
apology.
in the apology as
Okay.
well. I think it's a good apology as far as apologies go. It seems sincere. Holds his hand up. Doesn't really blame people for it.
Ticks all the
I think
boxes.
as good as apologies go, I think Will's done well.
There's
there,
like a checklist of things that you need to do when you apologize.
Yeah. He's done
no,
them all.
all bases,
funny, man.
all bases were covered, man.
He apologizes to the other actors and actresses that won awards on that day as well, because he said he's taken away from it.
Yeah.
He's taken away from it. He's blocked his own blessings as well because this is his one and only Oscar.
Yeah. First
Is
and last.
now banned for 10 years, I believe. He's from the
I think the
Academy
apology
Awards.
might bring that down to like a 5.
Yeah, he might get reduced sentence. Yeah. Good behavior.
But no, I think it's good, man, and quite human. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, of course.
And he embarrassed my man on a big stage, and he's apologized on a big stage.
Do you think Chris Rock will eventually?
Yeah,
forgive him?
100%. I think because he's a showman.
Who?
Both of them are showmen, but Chris Rock as well. I think there is credit or value in accepting the apology and making something of it.
Some kind of.
I mean,
amends,
it can definitely play part in one of his comedies. So.
Yeah, because I think he's just. What podcast was I listening to? There's been photos of him, Kevin Hart, and Dave Chappelle.
I've seen
Yeah. And the goat.
And the goat, Kevin Hart, he gifted him a goat. So I think he's just completed his latest stand-up special, and I think you'd be missing a lot if he hasn't mentioned Will Smith in it.
I saw a snippet of it,
interesting.
and he was mentioning to Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart asked him like, how long does it take like to do a special, and he was saying like, 4 years. Like
that's heart to heart, isn't it? I need to watch that.
They look quite good, man.
I watched the Jay-Z one you mentioned. I think I don't know if you did it on mic or not. A couple episodes back, it was a proper good watch.
I need to watch them. He was saying something like, you need like 2 years to experience, and then 2 years to make the special about what you've experienced.
I get it. It's kind of like life, man. I always say, like your opinion on X subject, or just even you as a person. Like 4 years, every Olympic, World Cup cycle, you should be a different person.
Yeah. Well, do you know? They say, and it's mostly a religious thing, but there's also like a scientific link. So they say that in your body scientifically, the the cells in your body change completely.
My brother always
every
says this
7
to me.
years.
So he's like, you're never the same
You're never the
person.
same person. But also in like religions, especially in Islam, I don't know so much about the others. They say that every 7 years you actually become a different person. Also,
7 years.
7 years. Yeah.
That's interesting.
So maybe we should be doing these things every 7 years with a new perspective and talk about our experience in that way.
I'm with that. I think so. I remember talking about this on pod back in the day. We might have been like a year to 2 years. There's this. It's a thought experiment or philosophy called Theseus' ship.
Okay.
Historian, you know about that?
No. They ain't got a clue.
I think it's actually. I think it comes
me
from
about
like.
it,
I'm gonna read that on holiday, man. I'm gonna read that on holiday.
I think it's that. I think Theseus' ship might be like Greek mythology or some shit. But they say essentially, if you set out on a journey and on a boat, on a ship, and it's a long journey. I don't know where the fuck you're going, but every like you have to change the rudder, you have to change the sail.
Yeah.
By the time you get there, you've actually changed every piece.
The whole ship.
Are you on the same ship?
No.
You're not. But you are.
Do
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think like you have to kind of. We should be changing. We should be growing. We should be reinventing them. I guess that's just an analogy for it.
It's decent, man. And yeah, it seems like Will has grown or changed his opinion on that night
Quite quickly,
which is good, man. Yeah, that's like 7 weeks or whatever. But yeah, I think it's grown, man, big and grown, and I think there should be more of it amongst us, as laymen,
amongst
man.
the culture,
Amongst friends, amongst families, in like local area. Like there's so much nonsense where I think if people just sat down, said, "This is how I feel. These are my grievances," and then someone did the opposite. So much bullshit would heal.
dodge it all,
and we could all move forwards and stop worrying about, can I go to this place and see that person, or talking badly about them and wasting your energy.
Anxiety about when you actually buck this person. You could have just
like that's just wasted,
just spoke about
wasted
it.
feelings. Yeah,
I think I'm trying to do that at the moment. There's a moment I'll tell you a lot off mic.
Man.
Yeah, I'll tell you a lot off mic.
Wicked.
Well, I'm trying to be better. I'm actually trying to be better.
I respect it, man. What else is there?
I'm yet to watch this, but it's on my YouTube watch list. Do you not have YouTube watch list?
No,
you don't sign into
on my
YouTube.
TV, I'm not signed in.
Yeah, I think
It's jarring.
on the TV, you might not want it signed in because certain.
Engagement. Ring.
Yeah. It might.
What's the good engagement?
It might. Yeah, it might. It could be problematic.
Don't want to bait up your flow.
You need a new Gmail still for the middle room, for the living room. But yeah, the thing that popped up in my feed was Diary of a CEO, Stephen Bartlett.
At Stephen,
yeah. Yeah, he's one of them Twitter man that's got just
got
one
early.
name. I respect it.
He probably bought it. Could you come back?
100% he bought it.
Probably bought it, yeah. But he has a...
What is his thing, by the way? What is his
Diary of a CEO?
No, what is his area of expertise? Like, why do I know Stephen?
I think it's something like advertising.
Okay.
I think it's marketing, yeah. It's marketing.
I think it's something to do with use of like social media or something.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done his thing.
These men are experts and they're talking to me well.
Yeah,
but I'm kind of like, so what's your bread and butter?
What is it you actually do again?
What pays you? Yeah. What's the business?
Did he start at uni and it just blew off or something?
I had no clue. But Stephen talks well, man.
Yeah, he does.
He talks well. I like the guy.
You can tell he's well read.
He's a good dude, but he has
I have him over Gary V, man.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not mad at Gary V, but I can see why he pushes people's buttons and
what a jar. Yeah. Why are you shouting?
So he sells baseball cards.
Leaning, yeah. Shout out to him.
And he has I'm yet to watch it. I've seen some clips from it. He has Krept from Krept and Conan, rapper and entrepreneur.
Now entrepreneur, yeah.
What would you say? It's cosmetics industry.
Mogul.
He's had retro as well.
Yes. Yeah, I think I've seen a bit of that. I've listened to a few people on his, and they're quite good. But Krept speaks on some things. I guess, for lack of a better term, some things within the culture that I think probably worth us discussing. One of the things he says is that he's had conversations with people in the industry.
And I think Mandem as well.
And it's about Mandem, about essentially financial education, saying that he's told man not to buy this or that, until they've got certain things
Mm-hmm.
sorted. What was the specific clip now that we think just before?
So there's a few different like excerpts from it, and one of them, he talks about telling people not to buy the chains and the watches over XYZ. People look back at him like he's speaking a foreign language.
That's what. Yeah.
They talk about things like in the club where they bring out bottles and they bring out extra bottles, so it looks like you're getting 10 bottles delivered when really 8 of those are fake and you're just getting 2.
Oh, I didn't.
I didn't take them back. So it looks like there's more than hey.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hey, all that annoying thing.
We've never done that.
Kind of made me sick.
We've never done that.
Oh, God forbid,
no,
bro. Don't make that face. Of course
We've
we've
never
done
done that,
that.
have we?
What?
We've never done anything like that. So yeah, it's just these little things that we, I guess, deem to be, I guess, status makers and king makers, when in reality that's not the case. And Stephen also says that there seems to be in hip hop culture, rap culture, there is, I don't know, it's overtly materialistic, showy and whatnot. And I think that's possibly the case, but I think society as a whole is that. And I think the reason why we covet these brands is due to rich white Westerners having them.
I think we definitely seem to, you could say, glamorize, lean into these aspirational brands more so than I can think of than any other genre.
Yeah, I'll probably say so. But then I think
we do.
When you think of the, I guess, the makeup of said artists, they're coming from a certain place.
Yeah,
There's struggle attached to it.
live from the bottom.
Yeah. So I guess it is a thing for the have-nots to now be able to have.
I get that.
I understand why they.
Can I just say, like, I feel like, probably an unpopular opinion, but
There we
like,
go.
things like, so when people like Krept come out and go on the internet and say, you know, don't spend your money on chains and that, save your money. Like, for me, it's a redundant point. Like, of course we should do that. However, things aren't, they're not as linear. It's not as simple as that. Like, you didn't save all your money and you know, wait till you hit a certain number before you went out and bought chains and whatever. But also, just because I'm buying chains doesn't mean that I can't still attain the things that I want to achieve. Like, I can still do that. It just needs to be more manageable. Maybe I need to change my perspective a bit. Maybe I need to, you know, consider the things that are ultimately, you know, important to me and things that are not. But like a blanket, save your money. Don't buy chains. Like, bro, it means nothing, man. Come on, you're on a big platform with.
I think it means something.
It doesn't.
Don't you think because he's like traveled that path?
He's lived it. He probably done.
He can now say, like,
the whole idea of like listening to a lot of these people or self-help books and stuff like that is these people have done it. They've made the mistakes. Their master. I think Rick Ross is on his Mastermind album talks about something similar in that you can learn the mistakes of 1,000 men without having to make the mistakes. Essentially,
Lovely.
That's what Krept is trying to do for man, isn't it? Saying don't do what I did.
These pitfalls,
don't dodge all of this. That makes sense, right?
It's not really his. Like, you're not showing me the.
It's not his place.
We had a conversation earlier about Pabs and like him showing us the numbers of it when he buys properties and all of that.
We need to get Pab back on, by the way. It's been over a year now.
Great guy. His message is different to don't spend all your money on chains, save your money for this, and ultimately the way that we consume it and the way that I've taken it on is completely different. When I came in here, I said, you know, I'm seeing Pabs' things, and I think to myself, I need to get on it. I need to do these things. Honestly, if I watch this interview and Krept says to me,
don't buy chains,
I'm gonna be like, bro, what?
Why? But effectively, it sounds like they're saying it's the same message.
No,
you don't. Is it the messenger?
The difference is it's the how. People always tell you, they'll tell you like don't or I've done this. Like, what I think where we fall short in these self-help things, which is why I'm a little bit skeptical.
Yeah, you're very skeptical.
Is because man don't show you the granular details and the step-by-step process and make it seem achievable or attainable. It's usually like a blanket statement, some umbrella phrase. And then you're kind of left thinking like,
what do I actually do?
But how do I actually do that?
And also they make it
but
seem
then
like,
I guess that's one of the things. Like,
but tell him
maybe one of the
that's an easy thing to not do.
But also, like, so the way that they deliver that message, it makes it seem like actually you shouldn't have any enjoyment along the way.
Mm.
Don't do this. Just save your money so that when you get to this stage, okay, so you want me to do nothing for 50 years,
stay inside,
so that when in 50 years time I can then be where you are and enjoy. Brother, come on, like give me more. I hear you. There's context. There's layers.
I hear you there.
Help
I hear
me.
you there. I think like there's one thing that's maybe overlooked in like a lot of investor space or whatever is so much of and you need this to be in a good investor is to think of tomorrow, right? To forecast, what's this going to be worth in 4 years, 10 years, etc. But at the same time, man want shit now, innit?
Instant.
And I get the whole instant thing, and I'm not really an instant guy like that. I understand. For a long time, my screensaver was good things take time, and I believe that en masse. But doesn't mean you don't enjoy the now. You still have to enjoy the now to varying degrees. You ain't got to. Don't peak in it.
Enjoyment is different. Yeah, the enjoyment might be, and I think when you buy material, it doesn't last. But that might be X's enjoyment. It might not be going on holiday or treating himself to, like, he might want to spend his money on a chain. However, I do see the point of it when you've lived it. It's like these things I think fleeting, like they just pass.
And he's trying to give you game on that. But then there's also that thing in it, like your parents always tell you this, that, your youth, make sure you make the most of it and all of this. Yeah, you'll be 30 plus one day. Yeah. But you don't realize until you've lived it. You almost have to, for the most part, regardless of the advice, you have to make the mistake to some degree still. Yeah. And maybe that's just life, but they try to warn us. And I'm not mad at Krept for saying that. At all.
I'm not mad at him. I'm just not impressed. Like,
okay.
I'm like not at the least. I think that there are other things you can do, man. Another thing that going back to some things that I saw on Pabs' page. So he's talking about like his income and how it's divided. And I'm gonna try and paraphrase the numbers. But I don't know if they're accurate, but it was something like 15% went on his investments always. Then it was like 45% on household and 40% on something else. And I think he there may have been some comments about like how he managed to save so much. It might have been the other way, sorry. It might have been 40% on investments and 15% on for whatever.
Massive part of it is investment.
And he was just saying, like, you know, the way you portion it is obviously dependent on how you manage things. Like, you know, you can have a property that is suitable for your now, and just make sure that actually, you know, you're not overspending, you're not doing too much, so you're able to sacrifice some money for your other pots. And that's what people need. People need a little bit of description, a little bit of a breakdown. You know, I feel like people don't always. If you're not good with money, you don't see the ways that you can make these sort of these sort of cuts or these savings.
No one told you how to kind of become good. It's like
exactly
you're labeled with good with money, bad with money. Stay in that category forever. But yeah, you do need the granular details. But at the same time, I definitely understand what Krept is saying in terms of these things. Like all these chains, do people even like? Do you love your chain? Like in that 5 years time? Like I don't know.
I wouldn't know, man.
I don't know.
According to a friend, the chain is also an investment.
Oh, that's a great excuse.
Yeah,
that's the reality.
That's someone that's made their mind up.
That's a great excuse.
It's not changing.
It's not, man. There's way better investments.
There are, absolutely. However, also, if we're talking about enjoyment and whatever, and we're talking about how you, perhaps, I guess, portion your money, let's say it's that 15% that was the frivolous cash flow. Why can't you use that on a chain?
It's not big enough, man.
Some people might use it on.
It's not bust enough.
Chain's too little, bro.
No.
You need to bust it down, man.
It could be 15% over, a year's time. Who knows? You don't know how I save for it. Some people might spend their 15% on holiday in Cavallaro. And other people's might spend on a chain. So now you're gonna look down on
the
me
holiday.
I spent it on a chain and didn't go on holiday.
Do you want the truth?
We got properties to buy.
Absolutely,
bro. We got properties to buy, man.
Because I mean, again, it's each to their own, isn't it? If we're being 100% truthful, and for me, experience is everything over material
goods.
And that is
cloth.
that's something that's
metal.
specific to the individual. Like
Yeah, that's what I said.
preference.
Yeah, that's what I said. Specifically me. Yeah, I would be like, that was terrible decision, Shuri.
But equally, you know, Krept could approach you and say, "Oh, brother, you want on a holiday? Like, come on, save your money to say, like, so we can get."
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, holidays aren't ever frowned upon, isn't it?
They're not. No.
Because I think there is experience. They're like they're things they're tangible. Like,
I think
they're
they're
get a picture
tangible.
of it,
They're
even
intangible.
yeah.
In a way, innit?
No, so you can't touch a holiday.
Yeah.
But you're doing things, the foot in the sand and the water and the boat and the paragliding. Like, it's different to this chain.
I think I've
shows status.
and not everybody thinks like this. And I'm aware that this is definitely me and some, I mean, not exclusively my way of thinking, but for me, yeah, I'm always going to get more out of that than chain. I mean, like, can't even say chain because chain. There is one chain I do like, but I'll probably never buy it. Like,
yeah, I'm not.
We're not really.
It's not really my
But
scene.
alright,
Chain
let's
guys.
swap it for a watch though.
No, I'm gonna buy that watch, man.
There you go. So
I'm gonna get that watch.
I don't know.
and chances are the watch that you buy, you probably could have gone on 4 holidays with.
At the expense of these buy-to-lets that I should be buying.
And that.
I'd at least right now, I'd rather get the buy to let for sure. If we're choosing like that,
Yeah, I mean, like,
You're a
financially,
better
it
man
makes
than me.
more sense, obviously.
and I've liked what I've like actually kind of collected watches from quite young, but I'm not into. I mean, I like them. I think they're nice, but for me, I can't justify the spend. Bro.
That outlay, yeah.
I can't, when like that's at
Alright, so
least
outside of your
that's
investment,
like 50% of a.
What's
of
your
a
biggest?
deposit.
What's the biggest expense or the biggest thing? The thing that you would spend the most money on?
Through lack of choice, it'd probably be a car.
Through lack of choice, that's
Somewhat.
not, but that's not true.
I drive a smart.
Because you
car.
have the choice to get. Exactly,
I drive.
to get a smart car.
I'm saying my next vehicle will be a family vehicle, and it's not really my choice, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Like,
so
we are going to need more than 2 seats.
yeah.
But then when you do that, there are
Exactly,
different
yeah.
levels
There's
you
ranges
could
for
go.
sure.
Yeah. There are Range
And-
Rovers.
and-
There's no. I didn't mean it like that.
There are, yeah.
He's looking for a Range Rover.
I didn't mean it like
Wow.
that.
And what do you think you'll go for?
Get the Kia.
I think I will go for something.
Japanese.
No, I'm not getting Kia. Fuck off.
Hyundai.
Why not?
Dacia.
Japanese.
Seven-year warranty or something.
Reliable.
Bro,
I will go
you need it to
Them
do
man
it.
are talking to me, man.
I will go with safety. Safety will be an aspect.
Sounds
NCAP
Japanese.
rating and all that.
I'll
Yeah.
go. I sound like I'm capping
Don't
right
get
now.
Come on. Oh, I know you're capping. That's why
The
I'm trying to
first
get
thing
it
I'm
out.
looking at is going to be safety. Well, no, honestly, the one thing I'm looking at is electric, as in sustainability.
Yeah,
Somewhat,
yeah.
that's something I'm
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at.
Earthman.
Man said you're an Earthman. Do you know how funny that is? And then I guess like style and how much I like it or whatever.
There it is. Style,
Style.
fam.
Style's
and-
expensive.
Style and pattern, fam.
Style's what Krept's telling you to move away from.
But you see how I don't know if we said this on mic. No, we didn't say it. We didn't say it. We weren't recording. But we said you can get the big drip T-shirt, or you can go gym
Yeah.
and get the good fit T-shirt.
Yeah.
I'll probably do a similar thing with my car. It's just my outlook on
Get
most
a good
things.
fit.
Yeah, I'll splash out on certain items and stuff like that. But for the most part, I kind of know my lane, man.
Don't buy the chain, man.
No, I'm not. I doubt.
I just
If I get a chain, it's gonna be mad thin.
I don't like the.
It's gonna be mad thin.
Just like the idea that, you know, even if you are saving for something, it can still be frowned upon once you've bought the thing that actually, you know, doesn't impact the other things that you're doing.
Yeah. I hear you. Because no, people have saved to be able to buy this frivolous item. Like, no one looks at the hard work that went into and the discipline which allowed you to buy your watch or your 5-star holiday or your German car or your
But I guess
whatever car it is.
it's like you said, it's a frivolous item, so that kind of takes away from the hard work. Or like
No, but
it
doesn't, though.
looks does it not look silly or stupid?
Why?
Because you grinded for this thing.
Yes, but like I said,
That-
we like attribute value to different things. So
I'm
you
100%
might
with
consider
you.
you might consider a a Canon camera, like a really nice Canon camera.
Not Canon. No, go on.
Alright, Fujifilm
Fujifilm.
camera. Yeah, you might like me and Dan might be like, right, like that's a
No,
frivolous
you should.
item.
You
Why-
should.
You've got a phone.
You
Why
should
is
be
it-
like, this is bare stupid.
Yeah, why is Rich
Yeah, you
spending
probably should.
$2,000 on this camera? Like, but you like it has value to you. Like this is the thing that you've grown to like and love. Like photography is your thing,
for whatever reason it may be.
bro.
innit?
You've saved, you've bought it, but also on the side of that, you've managed to get yourself a buy to let. Bro, who am I to judge you? You've done your thing.
I think you can do both. I think the problem is, well, not the problem, or like the crux of the conversation is that you're kind of doing one.
Yeah, and I think in his example or this story,
and that's the problem, isn't it?
It is, this hypothetical thing. It's where people sacrifice one for the other, basically.
Yeah,
and that's
the problem.
And his friends, in that case, shouldn't be running down the millionaire cosmetics mogul to say, "Yo, bro," because you after he's told you this, you don't knock his door or
basically
no sad stories. We don't
no, you shouldn't. And do you know? I think it's also the ordering of it as well. Is like, I think what he's saying, and it makes sense. Like, get your shit in order.
Yeah.
Before you do these things, and I think you can't. That's logic. Like you can't really argue with that. Like, buy the watch, the chain second. Yeah. Get whatever you need first.
Yeah.
And I ain't mad at that.
Again, needs, man.
Needs and wants is techie.
Yeah, it's a techie one.
And man will justify it. I've heard some of the most bizarre justifications.
Goodness me.
And it is what it is.
Goodness me. What else was there before we depart?
We had Dan Blizzerian, who is Dan just brought this. I had no information of this prior to the pod. Dan Blizzerian, who is best described as
a playboy.
Yeah, I'd say a millionaire playboy. Kind of
micro
like
penis. Micro penis energy is what I've seen him described as.
Kind of burst onto the scene in almost like kind of like meme kind of culture. He was the guy. I think the video that kind of brought him so much, I was gonna say fame, infamy, notoriety. There was a video at a poker event, I believe. Oh, it may have been a UFC, one of the two. And he's in the crowd. And there's a woman just rubbing his beard, like lovely woman. She's just rubbing his beard, and he's just watching. And like it was from that kind of blew him up. And then he found out apparently he's a poker player, millionaire, in love with guns, has a lot of
all American.
Let's say
he's
toxic
like
kind of traits.
Like fuck boy,
like peak frat boy. Is probably the best way to describe him. And Dan informed me that he's married.
Yeah,
he got married.
Streets, boy.
That's crazy. I think I told you, I might have said this on pod a couple of years ago. I went to like some CBD convention.
Yes.
I got invited as an influencer. And he was supposed to be there. He didn't actually show up in the end, I don't think. Pushing some kind of CBD or whatever. But all like his models and stuff were there. And I was like, this is, and it's just really weird. His whole thing has been like, it's really obvious. Like he kind of thinged Instagram in a way, like kind of cracked it in a way, like found a hack, like get scantily clad women,
shoot guns,
be a bro, be muscular.
I
think it was doing Muay Thai and boxing and
all of that. Like
he's just like, what is the most like toxic masculine thing?
Bare testosterone leaking off of him, innit?
So much,
or supposed,
bro.
Yeah,
and he done
testosterone.
it. And the other thing is, it's like
roids.
He wants people to follow him and he wants people to idolize his life. So he's like,
people
what
buy
can
into
I do that everyone would love? Guns, girls, fighting, money.
Yeah.
But he has packed it all in.
This
is mad for me.
This is why be careful with regards to what you buy into and what you see, especially with these like false prophets.
And also who you think you are, because I think he probably thought he was this guy. But he probably, to some degree, was aware that it's an act.
Is it a thing where like everything has like a lifespan or a time span?
I was gonna say, do you not think it's fair that
he's probably had enough of waking up with
or whatever?
Yeah, reality is he's probably done it all.
And cocaine.
He's probably done it all.
Probably takes its toll on you.
Yeah, I kind of rate it. Like I do rate it actually, not even kind of. I actually rate it that like someone that was in the streets like that.
Because I always do think when I see people like that or equivalents, does it ever get boring? Or is it not or does it become unfulfilling? And sometimes I think, how could it? That feeling of shooting the gun or this new escort, like I've never met her before. I've never had a wild night
it's
with
like
her. Like
I think my initial reaction, as you're saying that, is no. Like
The
Why would it?
dopamine is still running, bro. Through the
Bro,
blood.
if you're in a relationship or not, certain things still feel live. Like, and it'd probably be even liver if it's
Don't say
if
too
it's
much,
yeah.
man.
new all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But like, I would say no. I would say no. Why would it get boring?
Also, I guess we've assumed that he's moved away from all of these things. He's just the only thing he's moved away from is the multiple women. He's probably.
Well, you
still-
don't
he's
even
pro-
know. His
pro-
thing could be
That's what I'm saying. It could
pat-
be like
What-
that
yeah.
Drake video with Bear and Brides.
Yeah.
You,
He's
you assume that things are going to start to move in a
straight and narrow,
different, more wholesome,
ordinary.
Why?
like imagery or brand.
She knows who he is, like what he does. Why should he change?
But then I guess with the marriage, probably give some things up.
You should. It's, the idea of marriage is compromise, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if he has, then he must be doing the right thing by him, innit?
Yeah,
Can't be mad at him.
yeah. And as people say, will say, "Oh, you don't want to be the old guy in the club." I don't know, man. Maybe you do.
Do you want to? I think that's the worst.
I
One of
don't.
the worst
When
things
it,
ever.
when
Stop going to the
when
club,
do you
man.
give up, man? When is
If
so? What when the patrons are like half your age or like?
I think that should be a sign for sure. But at the same time, if it's not, I get it.
30,
I was gonna say, fam.
36, bro.
I get it, bro.
No. 36 is young still.
Like
can still go to
I
the club.
understand trying to come out, trying to exit the game and getting out the field, but I also understand staying.
Yeah.
But I know, like within myself,
Let the real players play, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you lot
that
go
I
home.
need a bit more fulfillment. I think
I
I think
Personally.
if you've got the energy and the
that as well.
yeah. And
I ain't got the energy
and you
no
got
more.
the money to spend, like, then keep doing your thing, man. But at some point, that money's got to go into your family, and you know, you got
Do you-
work, you
it's
got
not
work
for
the next
everyone,
morning.
man.
and
Question,
all of that.
going on, you mentioned Drake in that video where he
Yeah.
marries however many women it is. Do you think Drake's gonna pack it in and like settle down at some point?
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
You think he will?
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I didn't think he would.
Certified lover boy and all that.
Mm.
You think that could be his life, the Million Brides?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it.
I think I think it takes a while for people to realize, but there's something like unique and very special, obviously, about building and experiencing things with an individual. Like, you can't do that with everyone. Like, if me and my girl trying to go bare different places and we can reference the time we did this and we did that and how great this was, bro, that's important. Like,
It's beautiful.
that's what I'm saying.
It's
And
nice.
you know, when you got bare gal around and this, bro, you don't always get that. So hopefully
And
people start
there's
doing
no
it from a
promise
younger
that
age.
she'll be around. Yeah.
Trust
And
me.
if there's bare, like, you could only talk about the time you went to Rome with her.
With her, that's
But
what I'm
then
saying. Like,
you went Madrid with Candice over there.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Big up Candice, man.
Yeah, shout out to all the Candice.
But what was I gonna say? Like, to bring it to a term, I felt like Pab said quite a bit when we had him on the pod. When you're with that one girl, it's compound interest, fam.
yeah, exactly.
Same way with
Exactly.
like
No, exactly.
same way with even with Mandem.
Exactly.
We've
The same
got
batch.
we've got
100%.
mad compound
All
interest
kinds.
Yeah, yeah.
in this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So like it's just multiplying. Like things seem to only ever get better. So like I think compound interest from a like mathematical or financial standpoint, it's the quickest way to get up in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to compound the thing, man. I totally get it.
See, Dan Blizzerian became economist. He said,
There'd be
something
wisdom
clear.
at the end of it.
yeah.
There's hope for us all. If Dan Blizzerian settles down,
Keep
there's-
going, brothers.
There's hope for us all,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Just,
You
I
can
guess-
turn it around.
And maybe it's just a sign that the streets aren't what,
It is,
aren't
and
what, aren't what they
it's-
purport to be. Or
it's like what you said about the
Meant to
old man in the club. This thing is not a sport. The field, the streets, whatever you want to call it.
It's a young man's game.
It's not old sport. It's not a sport for old men. Man.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's really not, man. God, I never want to be that guy.
Shout out, man. We've got a few years left, and then we're out. I think.
No. As you said, we're never packing it in. Like, we're not in the streets anyway. Like,
Yeah.
in reality, we're not in the
Yeah.
streets. We just have good times. Man.
Streets, fam. You know, how bad my knees are.
And before we wrap, last versus Essence, which is going to be the
Last.
more timeless,
Essence.
historic, bigger, more impactful song because I saw a debate saying that Lost has usurped Essence.
How dare you? That whoever said that tweet, you are a prisoner of the moment. Is what you are. Take time.
Even if it's based on numbers, it doesn't matter. Like it's still Essence is still a better.
Greatness is, I don't think, is based on numbers outside of maybe sport. Essence, for me, I said this with my chest in 2020 that Made in Lagos album is special. It's special. I do like, what's it? Damini Love. What's the Burner's thing called now?
Oh, I can't remember the exact name.
Love Damini. It's a good album.
Yeah.
Do I think it's touching Made in Lagos? No.
Neither do I.
Do I think the best tune off his album touches the top 10 on Made in Lagos? Maybe top 5. No, not a chance in hell. Thing is so good. So
Lost versus Essence.
I think you know where I stand.
In the verses, we're saying Essence.
For me,
I think the feeling that Essence gave me and continues to give me when I hear it is separate. It's like it's otherworldly. And there's only
it has definitely been like overspun.
Okay.
So I
don't even think it's been.
I need a little bit of a separation for now.
I don't even think it's been overspun, bro.
You know, amazing tune. So definitely Essence for me.
Yeah, listeners, let us know which is the bigger, better tune for you.
It's Essence. I've done it for you, man.
A little war pending. Any bring-ins this week? Before we dearly depart.
Yeah.
I might even just.
Would you not think of Beyonce's shit?
Good.
Renaissance.
Good stuff.
Take that in today, man.
Good stuff. And yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but it's gonna have to be. My bring-in's gonna have to be from there.
Oh man, me too.
I've got a couple this week, man. Yeah, my bring-in this week is off of Beyonce's album, The Biggest Thing in Culture, Music, Media this week. And it was between two songs, but I am going to go for Church Girl. It is a work of art.
What was the other song it was between?
The other one was Cuff It.
Okay.
Very, very good.
Mine, I hate to bring another song off another tune off the same album, but I'm going to have to. My favorite, I haven't actually spanned the whole thing top to bottom.
Yeah.
But my favorite song thus far is Virgo's Groove. It's just that the energy is, I feel like I don't quite feel the Essence energy. When I heard Essence, I was like, this is going to be around for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's a groove. The best way I can describe it, it's a groove.
Cold.
You got anything?
Yeah, just because we were talking about Koji Radical and his tape.
I think you're going to bring in a tune I brought in like last week, a couple of weeks ago.
Cash?
Yeah, but I'll do it anyway.
Do it again.
There's a remix,
We'll do that.
Remix ain't bad.
With?
I hadn't heard of the artist.
I'll take it in either way.
Mm.
But yeah, so I was going to bring that. So Koji Radical and Cash, the song's called Born.
Big tune.
Cool. And I'll do one for Les. I'll take Les's slot. Another bring-in, just because the weather continues to impress. My bring-in is a song from Sir LSG, and the tune is called Searching, featuring Newtown Soul. It's just more kind of Afro house, Amapiano, soulful house kind of vibes, man.
I'm here for
which
it.
Is where
you
love lives, man.
I thought you was going to say Sir LSJ.
Oh,
yeah, so did I actually.
Shout out to that nobleman as well.
Oh, the camera's cut and I can't be asked to thing it. Must be mad hot in here. But that was episode 253. You know what it is. It's the Mandem podcast.
Keep it locked.
Bye.